A step-by-step guide to the perfect car test. Step 1, you need a fantastic location. Step 2, your presenter has got to shout all the time. Step 3, add some driving rock. Then all that's left to do is introduce the car by saying, take a look at this. But we're not going to do any of that today, because at Men and Motors we appreciate that there's more to life than rock music and lovely sports cars. Now, a company that shares that view is Smart. Oh, and don't worry, it's not going to blow away. And yes, I can fit in it. Oh, go on then, you know you want to. Now, it's not that long ago that you'd have been more likely to see a Lamborghini parked up at your local supermarket than one of these smart cars. But over the last 2 years, they've grown from being an obscure grey import to a highly popular inner-city mover, much to the delight of Daimler Chrysler, the owners, and now official importers of the Smart. So why, I hear you asking, is something that looks like a Kinder Egg toy selling so well? Let me explain. Okie dokie. Starting with the size of this thing. Now, it's important to note that I'm 6'4". Now, the BMW 750iL was just about right for me, but it's 76.5 grand. It should have been, but you will be stunned just how much head and legroom there is in this little smart car, and it's very, very comfortable and very well put together. Plus, you get a little bit of space in the back for all your bits and pieces. Very nice. From any angle, the Smart looks different, and it's those unique looks that are going to make you fall in love with it. And don't forget that if you get bored of the colour, for 600 quid you can buy different body panels. Prices start at £5,700 and go up to just over 9 grand for the convertible. Oh, a little too smart maybe. Now, behind me is a 3-cylinder 600cc engine producing not very much in the way of emissions, but not a great deal more when it comes to horsepower, 55 to be precise. But because the Smart car's so light at only 720 kilograms, well, it's enough to make acceleration feel really lively, and you'll actually beat most cars away from the lights. Well, for the first couple of seconds anyway. Now, top speed on the Smart car is limited to 85 miles an hour, but once again it's a case of don't knock it till you've tried it, because on the motorway you'll be really impressed at just how stable this car feels. And although it gets quite noisy, it does make you feel that you're driving a much bigger car. Until a wagon tries to overtake it or the wind picks up, because then you need to reach for the emergency Smart buffering kit, aka the toilet roll. But it's worth the experience just to see the look on the drivers' faces that you do overtake. Now, we know the engine on the Smart car is environmentally friendly, but another green feature is the fact that the whole car itself is 85% recyclable. It's pretty much a metal frame with polycarbonate body panels, which incidentally are interchangeable if you want a different colour. What that means is in 30 or 40 years, we're not going to have scrapyards piled high with mountains of rust in Smart cars. But whatever it's made of, you've got to admit, it looks pretty good. Now, one thing that does wind me up about this car is the gearbox. It's one of those automatic stroke semi-automatic units which work great in big cars, but something this size, well, it drives you mad. Put your foot down to change gear or switch it manually and the delay is enormous, as if the gearbox has become Hugh Grant. You only change gear. What now? Oh gosh, yeah, fine. And then it finally does it. No, ditch that, stick a normal clutch pedal in here and you're laughing. Well, I've got to say, I'm absolutely in love with this car, dodgy gearbox and all. But the big question is, could I live with it all year round? I've only had it a week, remember? And to be honest, I don't think so. I think it's a little bit too different. But the same goes for these things, certainly not run-of-the-mill. So I think for me, I better go and practice my shouting and polish my cowboy boots. Let's rock.